Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in the steer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need a meat.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now out come the Patriots. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Now Darnold. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dumps it off to Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they are going for it. Darnold looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Patrick Mahomes with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a night.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green.
Darnold from the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him a yard on the play. That'll make this a 2nd down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Jones has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's for sub-package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hut.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Jets have recovered. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A toss play to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Mahomes will try again on second down. It's caught right side, it turns. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Green 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Leopard!
Darnold on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Darnold to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots get a score closer.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Ace! Ace!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready! Blue!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. Back now here on EA Sports. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. A first down throw, Darnold. And Jones has it over the middle. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Darnold. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Penny, a first down carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down is Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw, Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Slow. Motion. Ace.
Mahomes now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Watch him now, Barney.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go.
Here's Darnold now on second down. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Now Darnold on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. T.J. Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Butker now to add the extra point. The point after is good, and that will get them one closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.